Enjoy this illustrated explainer video about guide dogs for the blind.
Not all heroes wear capes. Some are furry and walk on 4 legs.
A yellow lab guide dog in harness.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, we believe everyone deserves to live the life they want to live and to move through the world safely and confidently. Which is why we match people who are blind or visually impaired living in the US or Canada with exceptional guide dogs at no cost to them.
A person with a guide dog.
We even help with veterinary bills and ongoing essential support. We create these life-changing partnerships entirely through private donations and with the help of thousands of volunteers. And of course, with our incredible dogs.
A group of people with dogs.
Our dogs are guide dogs at the DNA level. We breed them specifically to do this work.
2 dogs and a DNA helix.
At 3 days old, our dogs start spending time with volunteers called puppy socializers.
A person with a newborn puppy.
Being a puppy socializer isn't just a dream job. It's how we help our puppies get comfortable being around humans.
A volunteer interacts with puppies.
At 8 to 10 weeks, puppies go live with volunteer puppy raisers.
A puppy raiser receives a puppy.
These volunteers dedicate a year of their lives to get these dogs ready for more advanced training.
The dog matures.
When the dogs come back to the school, our world-class staff teach them the complex skills required to become successful guide dogs.
2 GDB instructors train dogs.
After about 12 weeks of training, a dog is matched with their person.
A person hugs a guide dog.
This matching process is part art and part science, and always quite remarkable. Our clients and dogs undergo 2 weeks of personalized training together and begin to form a magical and lasting bond.
A person and guide dog in caps and gowns.
After graduating, clients return home with their guide dogs, empowered to enjoy their lives with greater mobility, independence, and inclusion.
3 scenes of people with their guide dogs at home, work, and play.
None of this would be possible without the generosity of our extended community of volunteers and donors.
A group of people and dogs.
To learn more about supporting our life-changing mission, visit us online.
GDB logo and URLs. GuideDogs.com and GDBinternational.ca.
Enjoy a peek into Guide Dogs for the Blind's Puppy Center, where 2 yellow lab puppies romp in an indoor play area full of colorful structures and a variety of toys.
Meet Kylie. She happens to be blind. That may seem obvious, but you'd be surprised how awkward people can be around her.
Kylie waits at a bus stop with her guide dog. A woman looks at her quizzically. Question marks appear over the woman's head.
So here are some tips to keep us all moving through the world safely and confidently. Always speak directly to a person with a visual impairment, not their guide dog. Remember, that dog has a job to do.
Good morning.
Hello.
Would you like directions to an open seat?
Sure.
There's 2 rows back on your left.
Thanks.
Kylie gets on the bus with her guide dog and sits across from a woman and child.
Oh, Mom, don't pet that dog. It's working.
Now at the office.
At our office, Kylie's colleagues make sure to introduce themselves when they enter the room and to let her know when they leave.
Sarah stands in the doorway of Kylie's office.
Hi, Kylie. It's Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Did you see the latest episode of Bachelorette on Mars?
I can't believe Abe got put in the spaceship. I thought for sure it would be Lenny.
Thought bubble with a bachelor on a spaceship.
Same.
Are we still on for a shopping trip over lunch?
Yep. I'll see you then. Bye.
Speak directly to people with visual impairments rather than speaking to their friend, their guide dog, or anyone else. And be specific when providing directions.
A boutique storefront. Sales associate with Sarah and Kylie.
Hello, how can I help you?
Actually, it's my friend Kylie who needs help.
And what is she looking for?
She is looking for jeans.
Oh, they're over there. I mean, just ahead of you a few steps. Boyfriend jeans are on the left and mom jeans are on the right.
A restaurant.
Kylie's looking forward to a date with her boyfriend, James.
Kylie, James, and guide dog wait to be seated.
Sorry, no animals allowed in the restaurant.
Actually, guide dogs are allowed anywhere the general public is allowed.
Oh, right this way then.
Kylie and James sit at a table with the dog chilling on the floor like a good doggo.
Hey, Kylie, do you want me to read the menu to you?
Sure. Thank you.
James and Kylie with their food.
This smells amazing.
Should I describe where things are?
Yes, please.
There's spicy chicken curry and rice at the top of your plate and braised greens at the bottom. Your wine is above the plate to the right.
Mmm, so good.
Kylie gives a romantic smile to James. Spinach in her teeth.
Honey, you have spinach in your teeth.
Thanks so much for letting me know.
Let's let Kylie and James enjoy their dinner. For more information and helpful tips, visit guidedogs.com.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Just let everybody take your seat real quick. Thank you all so much for joining in our celebration today. My name is Caitlin Merrill, and I'm one of the class instructors for OR511. Yeah. We're live streaming at Guide Dogs for the Blind Oregon campus, so whether you're joining the celebration virtually or in person, whether this is your first graduation that you're attending, or maybe your 30th. I've definitely heard numbers in the 30s or more. Then just welcome. We're so grateful to have you all here today. I'd like also to extend a warm welcome to our those who are here to attend the puppy raising informational session that's happening right after graduation. So just welcome to you all. Thank you for coming. Today we are celebrating 2 new orientation and mobility immersion clients and 4 new guide dog teams, one of which received in-home training today. And I would really like to just take a few moments to thank all of those who have helped along the way to make today happen. First, to our puppy raisers, thank you so much for preparing these special and incredible dogs for their roles. We literally could not fulfill our mission without you for your generous support. You pour your heart and soul into each and every dog. Through all of the accidents in the home to chewing on your favorite pair of shoes and everything in between, thank you so much for getting them ready for this day. Yeah, absolutely, please. Secondly, a thank you to our donors. Guide Dogs for the Blind does not receive any government funding. We are a not-for-profit, so we're very incredibly thankful for your generous support. Thank you for helping us provide everything from the food to the veterinary care to the toys and the peanut butter snacks that we give to our dogs, and providing a lifetime of support for our alums at no cost to them. So thank you. Next, I'd like to say thanks to our volunteers and our employee staff. Thank you for all you do to support this mission, whether you help by working with our dogs in admin, going on walks around campus, working in the mornings and the afternoons to feed our dogs, doing cuddle sessions, and just coming over to give them physical and mental enrichment. Thank you to each and every person who volunteers with us. And lastly, I always love to give a shout out to our canine welfare training technicians. They are the kennel staff that are here in the daytime, in the evening. They're here on the weekends, and some of them are with us today. And they are responsible for the dogs, day in and day out, of making sure that they get exercise, making sure they go on sniffy walks, and they get tons of enrichment, and they're physically, emotionally, and mentally stimulated and happy. So thank you, kennel staff. We're going to share a short video about our mission. This video is audio described, so in addition to the narrator, you'll hear a second voice describing the scenes in the video. Captions are also included. These inclusive features ensure everyone can have access and enjoy this video.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, we believe that everyone deserves to move through the world safely and confidently, to live the life they want to live.
A man and his guide dog walk through a park.
Our life-changing programs meet people who are blind or visually impaired wherever they are along their journey, whether that's by matching individuals with highly qualified guide dogs, providing guide dog readiness skills in our orientation and mobility immersion program.
A man holds a white cane and smiles broadly.
Or pairing youth and adults with the companionship of a canine buddy.
A young girl cuddles with her canine buddy.
Together, we are GDB.
My name is Renee Carrasco. My dog's name is Snoopy.
Renee sits in front of a fireplace.
So the reason that I wanted to get a guide dog was because I came across some videos from Guide Dogs for the Blind, and that was my introduction to guide dog travel.
Renee and Snoopy walk along a city sidewalk and cross a street at an intersection.
What I saw was the ease of travel, the speed that the guide dog handler would move with. That's what I wanted for myself. And not only that, but it was also the companionship.
Renee and Snoopy play with a tug toy outside in the yard.
Working with Snoopy has changed my life dramatically. Because there's so much freedom that comes along with having a guide dog. It's made the hard parts of blindness not so hard.
Renee sits next to Snoopy and gives him a pat on the chest.
I feel like my outlook on life and the world is so much more positive having Snoopy in my life.
My name is Amit Ahuja and my guide dog's name is Tashi.
I had the opportunity to complete Guide Dogs for the Blind's Orientation and Mobility Immersion Program.
Amit stands on a path with his white cane.
And not only did it help me learn to navigate my environment more safely using a white cane, it also made me an even more confident guide dog handler.
My experience was just fabulous.
Amit and his O&M instructor analyze an intersection and cross a city street.
We trained in different locations, practiced different skills, worked out a way to analyze a traffic crossing. I think GDB has transformed my life. To say that it's meeting my needs would be an understatement.
My name is Ella, and this is my canine buddy, Lafferty.
Ella sits on the floor of a living room next to a black lab.
Lafferty is just so amazing in many ways. He's such a good boy. He brings me so much joy and is one of my best friends.
With kids with visual impairments,
Ella's mom, Christy McKerney.
the struggle is real for social contact. It's hard to make friends sometimes. And with Lafferty, he's an automatic draw for all kids, which is wonderful. Lafferty has totally opened up, for Ella, new social connections.
Back to Ella.
I would recommend canine buddies. They're just really good dogs, and they can change a person's life and make it better.
All of Guide Dogs for the Blind services are provided free of charge, and our work is made possible by the generous support of our donors and volunteers.
Renee sits next to Snoopy on the grass in the park.
We receive no government funding.
This organization has made such a huge impact on my life and the lives of so many countless people, and the donors are the ones that make that possible.
Close-up of Snoopy.
Thank you so much.
Ella and Lafferty.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Amit and his guide dog Tashi sit on a beach and watch the sunset.
Together, we are unstoppable. To learn more about our life-changing programs and to support our work, please visit guidedogs.com or scan the QR code.
Hello, my name is Kai Weesey, and I'm actually part of the Orientation Mobility Immersion Program, and I have the privilege to introduce those clients today. Also, during this week, our two instructors we also had were Stephanie Zabitz and Angela Smith, and of course, our class supervisor and program director, Mark Gillard. So our Orientation and Mobility Immersion Program is a 1 or 2 week program that is on either of our campuses or at a partner agency or in the home of the client. During that time, clients are given instruction that meet their goals for increased independent travel, either with or without a guide dog, to become better travelers and more confident in their community. So our two clients today, first up we have Alan Bergeron of Scottsdale, Arizona. He has over 30 years of experience in the restaurant industry. And with his new skills coming out of Orientation and Mobility Immersion, plans to return to that and hopefully, we hope here in Oregon, return to us for a guide dog in the future.
Thank you. Hello. I am looking forward to getting a guide dog, hopefully soon. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here. In Arizona, we don't really have these services, so it's a great thing for me. I want to thank Kai personally for all the training that she's done with me this week. I feel very confident about what I've learned. Thank you.
And I will personally throw in a thank you and congratulations to Alan as well. This program asks a lot of our clients. Next up, we have Karen Strudwick in Bellevue, Washington, and she works with her current guide dog, Saskia. She has previously worked with 2 other guide dogs, Laura and Zarek. She returned to GDB for orientation and mobility instruction to boost her confidence and brush up her skills and techniques with the cane for those times when she needs to travel without her guide dog.
Well, my first order of business is to say congratulations to all my classmates, both Alan and those who were here to get their first guide dogs. Great job, guys. It was a lot of hard work. And second, to thank Guide Dogs yet again for this week of training, which has met all the goals that I had for feeling more confident when I have to be without my dog for one reason or another, as well as learning a lot more about navigation with my dog. And those are skills that were hard to come by otherwise in my community. So thank you so much. Thank you to everyone here this week, residential staff, the advisors, the kitchen staff, and of course, my instructors, particularly my personal instructor, Angela, who could not be here today, but was a godsend to me. I really appreciated it. And I look forward to seeing my girl Saskia very soon. And I thank you.
Thank you, and congratulations to you as well, Karen. So now I'll pass it back to Caitlin so we can celebrate the guide dog clients.
Thank you. Okay, everybody, next up, I would like to, as Kai said, I'm happy to introduce our guide dog graduating teams. Just a little bit about our program. Our guide dog program is a 2-week program where clients are matched with a dog that is compatible with their lifestyle to enhance their mobility and to integrate to be an addition to their lifestyle. We have a variety of training models that includes both in-residence training, as 3 of our clients received, and also in-home training, which we did have 1 client who will graduate today with in-home training. But first, I'd like to introduce our instructional staff. So come on up, please. Of course, it was myself, Caitlin Merrill, and we have apprentice instructor Claire Fisher, apprentice instructor Savannah Perchow, and Mallory Hofer, our class supervisor. Thank you. There she is. And I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic off to Claire Fisher to do the client introductions.
So today I have the pleasure of introducing our newly graduated guide dog teams. First up, we have Mr. Robert Brown of Yuma, Arizona, who received in-home training with Mitch, a male black Labrador retriever raised by Caitlin Barkman of San Antonio, Texas. And I will pass it to Mallory, who will read a letter from the raisers.
Thank you. So first on our screen, we've got 2 photos from the in-home training. So on the left is Robert wearing a teal t-shirt with a dark jacket and blue jeans. He's sitting outdoors at a picnic table in a sunny desert park, and Mitch is seated by his left knee. And on the right, we have Robert and Mitch. They're at an outdoor area with a railing that's overlooking the desert landscape with blue skies and wispy clouds. And Robert is standing beside Mitch, leaning over to pat him on the head. Okay, and now on screen, we've got a photo from our puppy raiser. So this is Mitch sitting at the foot of a large tree trunk wearing his green puppy jacket, and he's looking at the camera with his tongue sticking out, and he's very cute. So this is a letter from the puppy raiser, Caitlin Barkman. For starters, I just want to thank everyone who helped Mitch get to the point he is at now. Since the moment I met him as a puppy, I knew he was going to be capable of anything. His goofy and sweet personality matched mine perfectly, and he became my very best friend throughout the entire time he was with me. I like to say that I got spoiled by him because he rarely gave me any trouble at all. He's always eager to learn new things and always extremely happy, of course, to get kibbles and plenty of pets after he's being a good boy. There will never be a dull moment when Mitch is around because he sure does tend to light up any room with his big smile and happy wagging tail. To Mr. Bob Brown, Mitch's perfect match, I wish the both of you nothing but the best on your new journey. And I know Mitch will have a giant spot in your heart soon if he doesn't already. He will always be there as a reliable worker and a comforting companion. Be ready for the days that he will bring you his toys to play with, and when he gets excited that he did a good job. He will comfort you whenever you feel down, and will certainly make you laugh more times than you can count. I couldn't be prouder of Mitch, and I'm so happy you found each other. He amazed me every day that I had him, and continues to do so. I know he will amaze you too. I hope you both have the best of times together, and I sincerely hope that Mitch changes your life just as much or even more than he did mine. Congrats to Robert and Mitch.
So first up for our on-campus graduate, or OR511, we have Mrs. Heidi Coggins of Bothell, Washington. She received Pink, a yellow female Labrador Retriever raised by Roxy Mutter of Canby, Oregon, Sandra Lissman of Fairview, Oregon, and George Colon of Gresham, Oregon. Heidi lives with her husband and 3 kitties. She is looking forward to going on independent walks and on public transportation with Pink, as well as going hiking and camping.
And she's just going to do whatever she wants. Pink is a princess, as am I. And my husband would probably agree. There's so many thanks that can be given today. Pink, heel. Come here. Let's try this again. Back up. Heel. Good girl. So a lot of times people ask me, what it's like to be blind. And it's different for everybody. But for my 2 other classmates that have received dogs, we do have one big thing in common, even though our vision might be different. We all are going home with our new furry partners. And I feel just really blessed. No, Pink. Okay, so I feel very blessed to have the ability to have a program such as this even extended to me. And this, first off, I gotta thank Claire. Claire, I was your first client. Boy, sorry for you. You did a really, really great job. And Caitlin, you were also excellent. Both of you are now on TikTok on my page. The kitchen staff was amazing. The RAs, the nurses. This whole program, from the beginning to the breeding program to our puppy raisers, my wonderful puppy raisers, that she's probably looking at right now. And then my biggest thanks, besides to this program, is to my husband, who's one of my biggest fans. He's been so supportive. Thanks, babe. And my family and friends that have been really, really supportive through this whole journey of being like a blind person. So I'm looking forward to a lot of things with this little bundle. She's just already so special. So thank you, GDB, and thank you, everyone. Oh, and Bobby, I'm not crying, you're crying.
Hi, I'm Sandy Lissman. I'm one of Pink's co-raisers. Pink is especially special to me. She was the puppy from the first litter of a puppy I raised who's now a breeder, and that was Tiffany. So she's like raising my granddog. So, my granddog. So I raised with Roxy Mutter. I kind of want to thank our puppy club. Their representation is huge here. Thank you guys for being here. I also want to thank, I can see out there, the people that have helped supported me during this venture, because I go bowling, and I've got some bowlers here that have come to support me. I play poker. I've got some representatives from playing poker, so she golfs with me. We play pickleball. Well, she doesn't, but she comes with me. So we go all over. She's been very active, and I just meeting Heidi has been wonderful. They're a perfect match, and she's embracing the pink because that's her name, and everything about her is pink, and she loves pink. And, I do. and anyway, so I'm going to pass it on to Roxy.
Hi, I'm Roxy Mutter, and one thing about Pink, she was always ready to go and always right, sturdy and on point. One thing with Heidi, she's going to be getting 2 grandkids in the next 6 months, her first 2 grandkids, and I've got 2 grandkids in the audience that helped raise Pink. One's 20 months and one's 5, and they would come over twice a week, and Pink was always happy to see him. And they would, when the little one was laying on a blanket, she would just cuddle up right next to him. So she's gonna, and we would go to the park with them in the stroller, and she'd go, and I'd tether her to the pole somewhere. She would just watch all the kids, and everything, and she just loved it. So it's a great match for Heidi. It's going to be a good babysitter.
And I forgot, George helped raise. George is here, and sitting in the audience, he didn't want to come up, and my daughter and my good friends. So anyway, thank you guys for all being supportive of this.
Yes, thank you.
Next up, we have Mrs. Bobby Jansen of Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. She received her second guide dog, Bruin, a male black Labrador Retriever. Bruin was raised by Ronnie and Kevin Hansen of Lehi, Utah, and Darcy Johnston of Salt Lake City, Utah. Bobby lives with her husband, one of her daughters, grandson, and retired guide Nikon. Bobby is looking forward to going on fast adventures with Bruin and his first appearance on her TV show.
Everybody's got me prepped with Kleenex because Heidi, yes, I was crying. Thank you for that. There is so many thank yous. This has been, cheapers, a long journey to get here for us. So that whole village that raises the puppies, that teaches them to be as fast as lightning. So I've been matched with the Maserati of dogs, let me tell you. He can fly. It's been over 11 years since I've had guide dogs in my life, and it's been incredible. And I wondered when I got the call that how could it be another perfect match? I don't know how you do it, but it's all kinds of magic. So thank you to everybody. Thank you for raising an amazing boy. Thank you to Savannah for putting up with our workouts as your watch clocks them and helping to train an amazing dog, for Claire for being a familiar face, and Mallory and Caitlin. Thank you, everybody. We are excited beyond belief to go home. Oh, you guys, thank you for allowing a snowstorm so I can go back to Canada with some snow under our boots, literally. Thank you so much.
Okay. I was a co-raiser with Darcy Johnston, and so she sent a letter, and I'm going to read it. It says, "Dear Mrs. Jansen, hi, my name is Darcy Johnson, and I co-raised Bruin. Ronnie, Bruin's main puppy raiser, asked me to co-raise him last summer for a short time. I really enjoyed the time I had with him. He was such a sweet dog who played well with our yellow lab Goldie. They would play until they both got tired and would lie down together. As soon as one of them twitched, off they were playing again. It was such fun having him in our home. We even got to take him camping with us to Flaming Gorge, Utah. He was such a good traveler in our truck, and he loved our camper. Even though he was a big dog and we had a small truck and camper, he fit right in. He loved our hikes, going to new places. I was afraid he wouldn't like being in a strange environment, but he settled into camping life quite nicely. Our whole family fell in love with Bruin immediately, my husband especially, because he's a big fan of UCLA Bruins. That was one dog whose name he did not forget. I am so proud of Bruin and so happy for you, Bobby. Sincerely, Darcy Johnston." Okay, now Bobby's got me crying probably. I told her I usually don't cry when I get up in front of people because I'm too nervous, but okay, so my name is Ronnie Hansen. Bruin is my 7th dog. He came pretty special. We live in Lehi, Utah. I have 4 boys, so our house is loud and very crazy. I have 6 grandkids and 1 on the way Tuesday. Bruin was puppy number 7, and I have some fun facts about Bruin. Bruin loved camping and fishing with my husband, Kevin. Kevin didn't grow up with dogs. He lets me do this because he loves me unconditionally. But this dog, Kevin was secretly hoping didn't graduate.
Sorry, not sorry.
Bruin loved to go fly fishing with Kevin when we were camping. He'd sit right by Kevin, waiting in the water, waiting for him to pull in a fish, and his tail, as soon as he saw the fish coming, would just start wagging. And as Bobby said, Bruin is a fast walker. He is so fast. From day one, as soon as I put his leash on, he was off and ready to go. So he always kept me on my toes. Bruin loves to work. As soon as his gentle lead would come out and I'd get his treat bag, he was up and ready at the door just waiting for me to go. One funny thing about Brew is when I'd go to church or anywhere I'd go, when I'd sit down, he'd sit next to me, and he always put one foot on top of my foot, as if he was saying, just sit here for a minute, let's just rest for a second. He loves kids. He loves my grandkids. When my grandkids come over, little baby Kevin would grab a toy, one of Bruin's toys, and start running, and Bruin would chase him until he got the toy back. His best friend was my son's dog, who's a Newfie. And I don't know if anybody knows about Newfies, but they are a small horse. And he could fit Bruin's whole head in his mouth. And when Bruin would try to get him back and bite his neck, he had dental floss of black hair from Bruin in his teeth, but he was never afraid. First, I'd like to thank also Guide Dogs for their mission and for all of the amazing people that I've met. I'm so excited to always meet the new person that my dog gets to love. And I always hope that they love him as much as I do, and Bobby's pretty awesome, so I have no fear. This organization is so good. They are so good to their dogs. The people in it are so caring, and I've met some of my best friends in our club, and after each dog, Kevin says, "We're taking a break, right?" Usually it's about 2 weeks. And I get a dog, and I bring it home, and he said, "Oh no, I thought we were taking a break." I'm like, "We did, for 2 weeks." It's like not having a dog on my side is like feeling like I left my purse at home. I don't know what to do with myself without a dog because I just get so used to it. But everybody tells me, "How do you do this? How do you do this and love a dog for a year and give him away?" And it's because of amazing people like Bobby. When I get to meet them and I see the change that Brew gets to make in her life, I'm so proud of both of them. Bruin's an amazing dog, and he will give her a good life. And I just want you to know that I love you.
Okay, last but not least, we have Mrs. Sweet Pea Mowbray of Snohomish, Washington. She received Denny, a male yellow Labrador retriever raised by Victoria, Levi, Emma, Charlotte, Kate, and Luke Hout of Cody, Wyoming. Sweet Pea lives with her husband, 2 kids, and pet dog. She is looking forward to exploring parks with Denny in the coming warmer weather.
Thank you. There is a lot of people to thank. It's they say it takes a village, but this is like a country. There's so many people. First, the donors that make it financially possible. My daughter is kind of sneaky, isn't she? And also the volunteers. I hear Guide Dogs have 3,000 volunteers. And all the staff. It is an amazing opportunity to get these amazing dogs. And these dogs wouldn't be so amazing without their puppy raisers. And I have to thank my puppy raisers. Denny was not my first match, but he's my perfect match.
Thank you. I'm Levi Haupt. This is my wife, Tori, or Victoria. My daughters, Charlotte and Kate, are here with Luke. Our oldest daughter, Emma, is currently at school in college, so she wasn't able to attend. But we're grateful to be able to experience raising Denny. Denny is our fourth dog that we raised, our third that has graduated. And we're very thankful for everybody in our family that helped with Denny. Each of us played a unique role and supported him differently, and he wouldn't be as well of a match for Sweet Pea as he is today if they had not been able to assist us and help him. Mostly we're excited and grateful that Denny is paired with such a wonderful partner, and that he will be able to assist both Sweet Pea and her family. It's neat to see Denny being paired with a family that has similar circumstances in their children as ours, and that they're already making such a wonderful bond. It's great to see. Thank you everyone for putting this program together. We're grateful we were able to travel from out of state, and we're thankful for all those that make guide dogs possible so that the other lives, not only our own, but those of these dogs' partners can be changed. Thanks.
Now I will pass the microphone to Mallory, who will discuss our guide dog demo.
Hi everyone, I'm Mallory Hofer, and I had the pleasure of being the class supervisor. So we're going to have a guide work demo from our instructor Savannah, and she has with her today a black lab golden cross named Fairlane. So our guide dog clients come from all over the US and Canada to train with their dogs in our program. And so our clients learn a lot while they're here. They learn about how dogs learn. They do a workshop of how to go through airport TSA with their dog. And one of the things we do is clicker training. So Savannah's got a clicker, and this is something the dogs have learned, that the click means they get a kibble, which they really enjoy. And then we're able to use that to capture behaviors that we want. So if we click as the dog comes up to a curb, the dog knows that they're going to get a kibble for finding the curb. So Fairlane's doing a little bit of hand targeting. Savannah's making a fist with her hand, and he knows how to touch that. And so our clients learn this, and they can use this to teach their dog all different targets in their real life. So maybe a piano bench, a bench that is like a bus stop they might have at home. Sometimes our clients will use this to find like a trash can at the park that they go to. Fairlane's extra enthusiastic with his feet up on that bench as well. Or they can use it to teach like how to find the elevator buttons in their building. So as Fairlane starts to get the idea, Savannah's been using her hand to show him that she wants him to find the bench, that it's not an obstacle right now. And as she adds a little more distance, he's starting to anticipate and walk up ahead of her. So once she thinks he's got some repetitions in it, she can try to pick up the handle and let him work to find the bench. Oh, there he goes. Excellent. And so that is just a little sneak peek into some of our guide dog training. I bet he can do it a second time for us too, from a little bit further across the stage. There he goes. And he stops right at the bench where she can reach down and touch it. So thank you, Savannah and Fairlane. We have reached the end of our graduation ceremony today, so if you are here for the puppy raising info session, please meet at the green table in the back. If you're interested in a campus tour, please meet at the blue table at the back. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Feel free to check out our website for more information on all our class programs. And I get to be the first to say congrats to our OMI and our guide dog graduates.